One of the best things about cooking on a griddle at the campground is that you can make multiple versions of the same meal for different types of eaters. So on today's episode of Camp Griddlemore, we are going to make a walking taco bar for kids and adults. So let's get camping and let's get cooking. Just like Taco Tuesday at home, when you do a walking taco bar at the campground, it can be as simple or as complicated as you want it to be. If you want to simplify things, you can prep your veggies at home and bring them to the campground ready to go. But we're actually going to wash and cut our veggies here because it's just a leisurely day at the campground. So let's head to the back of the truck and get things ready. We don't have a water hookup on our site, so I actually brought along my trusty rinse kit that I usually use for surfing, but we're going to use it today to clean off our veggies. I'm going to use my Opinel serrated folding knife to shred up the lettuce because it is literally the perfect knife to get that job done and shred up the lettuce super nicely. Now we're going to dice up our tomatoes, and you can use a chef's knife here or continue to use that serrated knife. Then on to the jalapeños, and we're going to slice those up and make sure that we get all the seeds out because I don't want that much heat on my walking tacos. Now let's slice up some lime wedges to just take our walking tacos over the top in terms of making them taste fresh and bright. Now we'll dice up our onions because they're going to go in the adult portion of the ground beef, and we're going to add our cheese to the taco bar, and we are ready to get cooking. We are going to put down 1 pound of ground beef for the kids on one side of the griddle and 1 pound of ground beef on the other side of the griddle for the adults. We're going to season each side up with a little bit of the hussy, as Sean and I like to call it, and then we are going to add black beans and onions to the adult meat. You're going to want to make sure that you rinse off those beans first before you add them to the meat though. We also want to make sure that we keep both of these sides very separate, and we're also going to want to add a bit of water to each side so it gets that taco meat consistency just like you were making it with a skillet at home. Let's go down with a little more of the Fiesta blend from the hussy. Definitely good groceries. So those Doritos have some seasoning on them too, so don't overdo it. All right, Camp Griddlemore, our beef is done. Our kids' beef is done with nothing in it but a little bit of the hussy seasoning, and our adult beef is done with some black beans and some onions. So now let's cut open a couple of our taco bags so that we can then assemble our walking tacos. Now, typically the way to do it is to cut the top off, but I'm gonna actually cut the side off so that you can see a little bit better what they look like. And I think they're actually a little bit easier to eat that way. So I'm gonna cut one open for myself. And Sean, what kind of Doritos do you want for your kids' taco?
100% nacho cheese.
Nacho cheese, no Cool Ranch, none of the other fancy ones. You're gonna wanna make sure that you crunch up your Doritos, and you don't wanna turn them into Dorito dust. You just wanna break them up a little bit into smaller chunks. Now it is time to assemble my own personalized walking taco, and I am just as excited as a little kid at the campground. So let's start off with some cheese so it melts a little bit on top of that adult beef mix. Then we're gonna go to the shredded lettuce. We're gonna add some diced tomato. I'm gonna put just 1 jalapeno on top. That is enough heat for me. I'll add a little bit more fresh diced onion, and then we're gonna squeeze an entire wedge of lime onto my walking taco to make it very bright and very fresh. I wanna go the full Monty with my walking taco, so I have a few more ingredients that I would like to add. I'm gonna put in a little scoop of the Newman's Own salsa that I love so much, then a bit of sour cream. I accidentally put a little bit too much on, but that's okay because I can't get enough of the sour cream. And then we're gonna top things off with the Hank sauce, Exit 17 hot sauce. That combined with the jalapeno is gonna give this walking taco just a little bit of a kick. Before I take a bite, I'm gonna add a little bit of the hussy for a post-dust in honor of CJ. All right, I'm so hungry, I'm so ready to dive in. I'm calling this the ultimate walking taco because I pretty much used everything here except for the squeezable guacamole. So let's go fork in first and get a bite of this thing. So good. That Hank sauce takes it over the top. You can taste that lemon juice in there. I put a little bit too much sour cream in.
Lime juice.
Lime juice, not lemon juice. I like these better than regular tacos. You get such a nice crunch with the Doritos. The adult version of the beef came out really well with the onions and the beans. Now I'm gonna go for a bite with the jalapeno. All the ingredients are so fresh. This is so tasty. Totally love this more than just a regular taco. This is such a treat at the campground. All right, Sean, we did our walking taco bar here for kids and adults. You're basically the stand-in for a kid. So how would you make your walking taco?
I'm sorry, my palate's not all defined or refined.
Refined. His palate's not defined.
So we went ground beef. Now we're gonna go cheese.
Oh, he's gonna put cheese on there.
Yeah, we're gonna go crazy. A little bit of flavor. Put some cheese on there.
A flavor bomb with the cheese.
A little bit of cheese.
I'm curious how many other ingredients are gonna go into this walking taco.
Well-
I'm guessing we're gonna have 2 more ingredients max on this taco. And you love that, it comes out fast, man.
Comes out fast.
It came out fast.
I'm telling you, the squeezed sour cream is better than any other.
Dude.
It does come out quick.
you were warned.
That was a lot of sour cream. All right. Should I eat it like nachos and like take a
No,
chip
dude,
out?
grab a spoon
Grab
or
a
a fork.
spoon or a fork.
Doritos give it a really nice crunch.
Try to
You
go-
did not crunch up that Dorito very well.
I didn't crunch it up at all, actually. Should I crunch it?
Yeah, smash up the bag a little bit.
Give it a little crunch like that.
Yes,
So they're
that's how
not
we do
supposed
it.
to be
Yes.
full chips.
Yeah, you're supposed to smash the bag first.
You can tell how much I was paying attention. Oh yeah. Now that is good.
That's like a classic camping meal
Oh wow. Well, it is definitely going on the menu.
at Camp Griddlemore.
Yeah.
It's going on the Camp Griddlemore menu,
Camp
on the
Griddlemore
permanent,
menu.
on the house menu.
Yeah.
These walking tacos were so good. And to be honest, this is one of my favorite camping meals, right up there with smash burgers. It's so cool that everybody gets to make whatever version of the walking taco that they want to make. So thank you everyone for joining us for another episode of Camp Griddlemore, and I hope to see all of you at the campground.